Hello, everyone. A warm welcome to you all, and thank you for tuning in today. I hope you can all hear me. If you can hear me, please, I need you to use an emoji to tell me that you can hear me so that we can continue. All right, very good, very good. It is my pleasure to welcome you all to the Path to Success virtual series, and it is with excitement that I welcome you all today. Welcome, 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 welcome. Yes, I can feel the energy. Welcome, welcome to you all. Welcome. Thank you for joining us today. As you know, this is a Path to Success conference, and we are kicking off today. So I hope that you came prepared. You came prepared, your devices are charged, you have your writing materials with you, because I promise you it is going to be explosive. So I hope you are prepared. Okay. So we know it's a virtual conference, so I need to feel the energy. But so far, so good. I must say the energy is there, but as much as you can, let's keep the chat box alive. Let's keep that energy that came here for a purpose. And at the end of the day, it is my sincere hope that we would have not just learned, but we also execute things from this conference that will be of immense help to us all. Once again, it is with great pleasure that I welcome of it. And this is a just we know that lately we have been faced with different challenges. We have met with failures in our various endeavors, right? We know that. But you know, there's this thing about Nigeria, the spirit of it is my after today, we'll live with even more hope and even more strength, more fortitude, more knowledge, more wisdom on how to navigate different life challenges. Okay. Okay, thank you all for joining, and that function and that will propel you towards your dreams. Welcome, welcome, welcome once again. Okay, and this event is being hosted by Unique Accent International. Oh, did I say international? Well, they are international. Unique Accent Consultancy Limited. So shout out to Unique Accent Consultancy. Everyone, shout out to Unique Accent Consultancy. And on that note, I'd like to hand over to the host to say a few words. So, Ms. Catherine, if you're there, I would like to say a few words for this conference. The floor is yours.
Good evening. Hello, Ms. Ebele. Thank you so much. How are you doing? I trust you're doing great. A good evening to us all. I trust we are fine. Yes, the much anticipated day is here, and I am super excited. Trust me, I don't know about any other person. I don't know who's excited. Please, let's see an emoji. Who's excited? Who is excited? I also want to let us know that we are streaming live on Zoom. So if for any reason you can't get through here on Zoom, you're here, but if you would like to switch to,
I'm sorry, I don't know
YouTube,
if it's from my end.
you can switch.
I'm not sure we can hear you. Is it just me, or can everyone else hear? Can everyone else hear her? Please.
Yeah, I can see the emojis. They can hear me. Yeah, I think someone just confirmed they're excited. Okay, so the much anticipated day is here. Today is day one of the Path to Success series, and we are starting. I guess I'm back. I hope I'm back. Okay, good. And today we'll be talking about maximizing your potential. The problem is we don't know how to maximize this potential, this talent that we are sitting on. And like I always say, the graveyard the graveyard is the most treasurable place in the world. Who knows why? Who can tell us why in the chat? Why is the graveyard the most treasurable place in the world? I'll do this in the next 2 minutes and I'm out, so we don't waste our guest time. It is because nobody's sending a chat. No one is said, please, we have to be lively. Because someone is saying because, good, who? So why is it the most treasurable place in the world? Why is the graveyard the most treasurable place in the world? Okay, so that's where oral communication beats written communication because it's faster. It is because so many people have died. Thank you. It's got all talents and potential. Thank you. So many people have died with their talents, with their gifts, with their potential, and those potential are wasted in the graveyard. So today we want to let you know how you can maximize those potential, and we have no better person to talk about it than the man who has helped so many people when it comes to maximizing their potential. So I can't wait for this session, not just you. You're not the only ones anticipating. I am anticipating as well because we don't have excess of knowledge. We always need to learn at every time, especially when you're learning from a legend. Yes. So thank you very much. And I hope you're going to enjoy the session. I'll now relinquish control to our moderator, Ms. Ebele. Ms. Ebele, over to you. Thank you. Are you still on call? Okay, good. So I relinquish control to you. You have the floor now. Thank you. Ms. Ebele, are you still here? Okay, so in order for us, let's continue. Are you still here? Ms. Ebele, are you on call, please? Okay, so I'll just take over while we wait for her to sort her network issues. I hope everyone can hear me. I just hope it's not from my end. Please leave an emoji, one emoji. I'm good with one emoji. Can you hear me? Leave an emoji. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you can hear me, good, good, good. Okay, so let's get started. Ms. Ebele, are you back on call, please? Thank you. Ms. Ebele, are you back on call? Okay, good. Let's get started. Our speaker, Mr. Alibaba, GCFR. I learned he's driving at the moment, but he would find time to join us shortly. So while we wait, let's take his profile so we know who who is going to address us today? Network is poor. Is it from my end, please? Is it from my end? Mine is showing me it's 4 out of 5. Is it from my end? Okay, I think some other persons already confirmed they can hear me. Okay. Oh, good. Thank you. So let's take Mr. Alibaba's profile. Okay. Alibaba, as he has come to be known, is a consummate stakeholder. I guess she's back. Is she back? Take her place. Is she back? Is she back? Are you back? Okay, so let's not interrupt this again. I'll just continue. Alibaba, as he has come to be known, is a consummate stakeholder in the entertainment space. With a career Ms. Ebele, are you back? So we don't keep going back and forth. Are you back? Are you back for good? Are you back for good, Ms. Ebele? Are you back for good, Ms. Ebele? Okay, so I'll continue. With a career that spans over 35 years in the agencies with NDAs, helping to build capacity and igniting development in various subsectors of the creative dynamics. Alibaba has earned a spot on okay. In these 35 years and more, in helping stand-up comedy find a spot in the front, supports, promotes, and selflessly ensures that they, comedians, get the needed accolades. A few years ago, the federal government saw him fit to be the chairman of the Creative Industry Committee on the COVID-19 damage to the creative sector, subsectors, and allied businesses. Along with other dedicated members of the committee, they presented the government the result of 2 months of thorough work that has gleaned effectively from various sources to redirect the approach of policies for better impact. Alibaba is beyond being a seasoned master compare, an event promoter and host. With his award-winning January 1st concert, which has become the mecca of all comedians. He is the CEO of XQZ MOI Television, a station granted a license to curate the creative industry and its allied businesses. Alibaba is an icon in the entertainment industry and is always ready to share his wealth of experience for a better appreciation, celebration, and monetization of his talent, institutions, and ideas across the creative spectrum. Ladies and gentlemen, Join me in welcoming the legend, the king of comedians, the one and only, not one and only, the most influential to me motivational speaker, King Alibaba. Please, can we give a round of applause? I know, use an emoji round of applause, please. Use an emoji round of applause. Use an emoji round of applause. Please, please, please. Let him see all the emojis. Let him see all the emojis, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I hope it's now on call. Thank you very much. Yes. Yes, thank you. Okay, so he's right on call. Over to you, sir. His microphone is unmuted. I hope he is here. Hello, sir. Are you on call, please?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, good to hear you, sir. Welcome. I'll
Good
now
evening.
relinquish control. You have the microphone. Thank you.
All right. So good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir. I don't know if you mind turning on your video. I don't know if it's convenient.
In a short while, I'll turn. In a short while, I'll turn the video on.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Thank you so much.
All right. So, am I very clear? Can everyone hear me? Good evening.
Loud and clear from my end.
All right. Okay. All right then. Thank you so much, everyone, for finding time to join us. And in just talking about maximizing our potentials, I'm going to be talking about my experience and trying to link it and just spread it out in a way that you can then tap and glean from it and apply as it suits you. It's an honor to speak to you. It's an honor to share my story every time. But I need to also say that it is not just enjoying the work that you have put in, it is also the fact that you can share what you have gone through, how you went through it, what you did to get to where you are now, and let other people then see that it is possible to apply the same thing to what I'm doing now, or it's possible to avoid certain things that I did not avoid so that you can do better. I take solace in something that Emeka Igwe has said some years ago before she passed. Emeka Igwe said, "Come to me. Let me teach you everything I know, so you can add it to everything you know, so you can be better than me." So what I will do is, in the course of these few minutes that I'll share with you, I'll tell you everything I know, how I know it, what worked, what did not work, how it works, how it did not work, and what is important. And then you can just begin to piece them together and add it to the puzzle of your own life. So I'll start first of all with upbringing. For you to be able to maximize your potentials, the grain that you need to plant, that needs to be planted in you, should have been planted first of all from when you were young. When you were young, you were taught how to be generous. When you were young, you were taught how to be kind. You were taught how to be hardworking. You were taught how to be studious. Oh, do your homework. If you don't do your homework, you will fail. You were taught how to eat right. If you don't eat, you will not grow. A lot of all those things are very important because, as they say, teach your child the way he should go, so when he grows up, he will not depart from it. Education is very important. Education is part of your upbringing. The way you are taught, the things that you are taught, and how you are taught, all of these add up. Sometimes you are taught by somebody else's, by an example by somebody else. For instance, somebody might do something that is bad, and your parents will tell you, you see, that is what you will become if you do not do right. Sometimes somebody will do something, and then your parents will be like, you see, Look at how good children behave. All of those are your learning processes, and they help you maximize your potentials when you come to the point of adding value to your life. So if you have a pen, you need to write this down. Mentorship is one way that you maximize your potentials. These projects and this class that we're in right now is a mentorship class, because mentorship is anything that you take in that helps you become better. It also ties to what Jesus said. Take whatever you take, and it is how you then respond to that thing or apply it that then makes you a better person or a bad person. As he said, it's not what you take in. It is not this thing that I'm saying now that will make you a better person. It is what you do with it that will make you a better person. You may hear everything I say right now and decide to do something else. It is up to you. So I live by that rule as well, that how you hear something and how you apply it. You get to a school, they teach you to become a sociologist, or you become a political scientist, or you become an economist. You would have earned a certificate, but how you apply that is what then matters. So growing up, you must learn a lot of skills. So I take it that you, at this point, have a lot of skills. If you don't, you need to learn some skills that will help you survive through life. One of the best skills that everyone learns is the ability to communicate. You cannot maximize your potentials if you do not know how to communicate your needs, your abilities, and anything that you have been groomed for. So you must learn how to communicate anything, your ideas, your feelings, your expectations, your appreciation, your gratitude, and everything. You must communicate. So communication is very key. It is what even animals communicate. Whales communicate in the water. Sea animals have a way to communicate. You hear birds, they will communicate in different ways. When you see birds flying in one direction, there is a communication that they've passed down among them. It will be that when that guy is flying, you fly to his side, the other one flies next to this side, and you just see them going in one straight direction. When they make a turn, there are sounds that they make, and scientists have shown that they communicate very well, and it is response to the communication that makes that format seem undisturbed. So the other thing that could help you maximize your potentials is passion. What passion do you have that can drive you to maximizing your potentials? You may have all the potentials in this world, but if you do not have the passion to drive it, you just be backing. I'll be backing up the wrong tree right now. So you must have a passion. The other thing that you need are tools. What tools do you need to maximize your potentials? If you know how to sing, one tool you can use is learning how to play the piano. You either play the piano or play any instrument, it will help you to maximize your potentials. One tool that a lot of people ignore are books. Books are not just reading materials. They are tools because they help shape your mind. They help expand your mind. They help trigger you and ignite some knowledge in you that you can then apply to do any other thing. There are many people who think just because you have an exam is the only reason you should read. No, you can read. For instance, you can read about certain things and be informed. You never know what day that thing will be called up for you that you would then require it. Let me give you an example of how reading ahead can be considered as equal to when those 10 maidens went to see the groom and 5 carried extra oil. For everyone that reads and gathers knowledge, it is your extra oil. You may be working in an organization, everybody has a first degree. Then one day they then say, oh, we want to employ somebody that has masters. You just dust the masters up and say, please, add it to it. I have a master's. Or I'm studying for my masters. It will be out by that what was the word they use? Masters in view. But you see, what all that does is that it sets you apart. So you must have tools. One of the tools that you also need to ignite and activate and maximize your potential. So listen to the words that I used. Ignite, activate, and maximize your potentials. You can ignite it by connecting with some people. You can maximize it by scaling it up. You can also consolidate it by making sure that you get better at what you are doing because of the skills that you have learned. The tools that you have, when I talk with some people these days and they say, oh, I own, okay, yes. Do you know that there are some people who own businesses? I mean businesses, so I'm not talking of private accounts. Businesses, and their accounts are in private. So what are you are not using the tool of Instagram to do anything. The tool, Instagram is a tool. You must use it for your own benefit. 3 years ago, I was talking to somebody that owns a TV station. I told him, I said, have you set up an Instagram account? He said, no, that there's no need to set up an Instagram account. I said, oh, really? I said, I think you should set up an Instagram account because it will help people know what your TV station is doing. He said, no, it's not necessary. They have viewers. Okay. When he started seeing what channels was doing with their programs, channels will promote interviews that were coming. They will promote clips of interviews that they had done and see the engagements that were following those. He now set up the account and asked me to help him promote it 3 years after. 3 years after. Now, you have people who have, you know, the tools for making your potentials all around us. You don't have an email account, right? You are not in LinkedIn. You don't relate to people. But the thing is that every day you buy data at gossip, what's it called? All the other gist and all of it, blog or whatever. Gist blogger, oh. Okay, and TikTok and all of that. So you are always there to just amuse yourself. But you forget that this place that you are always going to is a tool that you could use to maximize your own potentials. It is important that as an educated mind, even people who are not educated know. Somebody sent me something one time and said, oh, she brought some things into Lagos. She imported some things and that they are all very hard to sell. I said, oh, really? And I should help her post them. I said, okay, no problem. So I went to see her page. She was showing pictures of her at events, dancing. She was showing pictures of her at weddings, at parties. She was showing pictures of her taking selfies. She was showing pictures of her doing Buga, because the Buga song was raining at that time. She was doing her own dance with Buga and then dancing with her nieces and all those ones and just generally having time on her page. So I sent her a message. I said, but wait, oh, you said I should help you post it. She said, yes. I said, why have you not posted it on your page? She said, nobody knows her. I said, oh, really? I said, do you have a business page? She said, yes. I went to check her business page. She didn't have more than 40 people following her. But her private page had over 3,000 people following her. So I asked her, I said, your private page, is it bringing you money? Or it is your business page that should be bringing you money? Which one should you promote? Well, like RMD then told me, because I reported that to RMD, she's RMD friend. RMD said, do you know whether it is that her page that is the market she's selling, not the one that she has? I said, oh, my apologies. And I left her. And in truth, she never posted anything that she imported on her page. But she wanted me to then post it on my own page. So the thing is that the things that you use to maximize your potentials are all around us. Friends can help you maximize your potentials. If you do not tell your friends how good you are in your business, they will not tell any other person. Let me give you an example of how it is best to market yourself to maximize your potential. Some people do not have call cards. And when they have the call cards are plain. If you have not made it yet, your call card should sell you. So you have a call card. On it is written Kike Adekpoju, phone number. Who are you? Who are you? Kike. So as soon as you mention your name, Kike, everybody knows who you are. Anyway, you should, as a matter of fact, ensure that you sell yourself every time. How else do you maximize your potentials? Do not take a potential that you have as a done deal. You must improve on that potential. I'll give you a story of the story that everybody knows. It's a story of the talents. They give you a talent and you bury it and say, God already told me how to sing. You will have to learn how to sing better. The talent is, they give you a talent and you bury it. The people that got the talent started doubling their own talent and improving on it. Everybody graduates from school. People then decide to go and get a master's in what they graduated. So when the person was maximizing their own talent, what did you do with your own skills? There are people that
Hello, sir. I don't know if you can hear me, but I think I don't know if it's a network problem. We can't hear you. Your microphone is muted, sir.
you had to unmute me. Thank you. You've unmuted me. You have to unmute me. I can't unmute myself.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
Okay, so I was saying that you have to maximize your talent, because whatever talent that you have, when other people are maximizing theirs, you did not. Give you an example of how to work and make yourself better by maximizing. There was a man, his name is Zacchaeus. He stood somewhere and he was shorter than everybody around him. Climbing a tree so that he can see is maximizing your potentials, or even overcoming your shortcomings. So the thing is, when you want to maximize your potentials, you do not just take to a location with your potentials. You have to improve on it wherever you're going. So when he moved from one point to another point, he didn't just move from that point to the other point. When he got there, he climbed the tree. That's maximizing his potential. He knew his shortcomings. He knew how challenged he was, and he did something to make it better. How do you maximize your potentials? Networking. There are some people, they can go to an event with 20 cards. But because, when I started, I said one of the best tools for maximizing your potentials is communication. They go to an event, they will sit there. Everybody will come and talk with them, and they will then go on and have conversations. All the conversations are going on. This person should have been able to sell himself to other people. No, everybody finishes and goes. They don't know what the person does. His call cards are still in his pockets. Some people do not even have call cards, and they say they want to maximize their potential. Who knows who you are? There's a proverb in the Bible, not a proverb, there's a saying in the Bible that says, who lights a candle and puts it under a bushel? You have something that everybody needs. Put it out and let people know. There's another word in Yoruba language that says, if you want to carry something on your head, you make an attempt like you want to carry it so that somebody can come and add help, put hand so that they can help you carry it. But no, you are standing by it. And somebody feels like, oh, there's somebody you are waiting for. You imported things. Instead of you to show some example on your page that you are trying to sell those things so that people can help you. You did not. You are begging other people to help you sell what you cannot put on your own page. Have you noticed that most of all these people that have their pages, all these celebrities, when they shoot a movie, they do give away. They engage people on their page just to promote their movies. Pictures of their movie screening, they post them on their page and drive traffic. One other thing is, before they even do a movie, they do give away just to prepare people and just get people to like them on their pages before they even have a movie that comes out. Because these days, I understand that a lot of people like to use the services of artists and actors that have huge numbers. Once you have up to 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million followers, they feel it is best to use you in a movie because you already have a base and you can help them drive their traffic. But you are on your page, you don't do giveaway, you don't drive traffic, you are not maximizing your potentials, even if you know how to act. By just giving tickets, buying people shawarma, telling people, 5 people take 5,000 for this weekend, I have 25,000 I want to give away. But do you know that 25,000, you can't use it to get adverts on any television station or radio station? But it's your page. Just giving that 5,000 away, maybe like 2,000 people will apply and start an engagement, chat with you and all those ones. And then the ones that get it will then go and speak well about you. But that is different if you have a policy of no giveaway on your page. I don't do giveaway on my page. But if you know the amount of people that come on my DM that I give away advice and consultancy for, you will know that it is beyond just coming on the page and dashing out money. I consult in my office nearly every day. People come, we sit down and rub minds on an idea they have and we'll help blow it up. They will go on and tell some other people. So what am I saying? You need to be able to push yourself and use every opportunity you have to push your business. In closing down, in rounding up, I would say this. How well have you applied the talents and potentials that you have? David was a dreamer and he became the administrator of Egypt. What does that say? The skills that you have can be applied, but you know, the application of those skills are in your hands. There are people who are lawyers, they are bankers today. There are people who are mathematicians, they are bankers today. What it just means is that the skills that you have learned, how well can you transfer that into any other space that you find yourself? I wonder why sometimes some people just complain. One lady the other day was telling me she's a chef. She's not getting business. People are not coming to her. And I said, have you done a flyer and shared in the estate that you are in, that you can teach people how to cook. You don't know how many women are looking for how to learn how to cook, but they are too ashamed. I say, you are a chef. Have you learned how to tell people that, oh, I can do smoothies, I can prepare soup and keep in your fridge in case your wife is not around, or you are not so very good and you like to cook this kind of soup, you don't have the time, contact us and we'll cook the soup and give to you. You put in your fridge, just take a piece out and microwave and you are good. So the skills that you have should trigger the way you should maximize your skills. Let the skills drive whatever way you promote yourself. Your exposure is also very important. There are people who have traveled and still are not exposed. So the thing is that exposure is not about traveling. Exposure is about imbibing what is new outside and then replicating that in your life. That's why they say it is not what you take in that makes you bad. It is how you that destroys you. It is how you use it. Do you use it well or you use it bad? So the other thing that I will say is maximize your potentials by learning new ways of doing things. Learn new ways of doing things. If you own a business and you are applying that business and you're applying that business, and then you then find out that it's like you are not even doing it well, you can do this better. I would advise that you get to learn, read, and see what other people are doing that you can do to become a better person in that thing that you're doing. You must be dynamic. You must be dynamic. If what you are using before works for you, fine. If it doesn't work for you, fine, drop it. But with time, you then, okay, for instance, some of the skills that you have may work at a time, but after a while, will not work again. And what is that about? For instance, if you know there's this thing about how David was fighting with a sling until when he met Goliath. They brought him shield and brought him all those things, and somebody said, all of this won't work. Oh, that what he is used to is the sling. But after he won the battle between Goliath and because all those shields will not work with Goliath. So the thing is that you have to also choose your battles, choose the challenges you have, choose the environment. In fact, your environment is another thing that should determine how you maximize your potentials. Let me give you an example with that. You remember back in the days, you buy one peak milk, you punch a hole on both sides. When you use half of it, you take part of the peak milk wrapper and cover the holes. And then Cowbell came and said, what are we doing with this? So Cowbell entered the market with a new dynamics and new marketing strategy of putting the milk in sachets. And that broke the whole market. Because in truth, you rather buy one sachet that you will use and move on than buy the whole can that you do not even have electricity to to refrigerate. So what is it? What am I saying? You have to be dynamic and apply technology and skills and innovation. That's the word I'm looking for. Any innovation that helps you do business better, apply it. Embrace it and apply it, as long as it makes you do business better. With these few points of mine, I will say this and round up. Look at your competition. Look carefully at your competition and know what your competition is doing and try to do better than them. If you do not do better than your competition, you are grounded. If your competition is doing something that is making people go to them, do the same thing or even do more. Apart from that, there's nothing else that I'll add this evening. Thank you so much for everyone. Thanks for listening. I hope I have not been so boring. God bless all of you.
Not at all, sir. You have not been boring one bit. I have taken like how many pages here? I don't know if any other person is taking notes, but at this point, I don't want to steal the spotlight. Mr. Berry, are you here? Okay, so Mr. Berry, I relinquish control to you, please. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. You have been awesome. Not an iota of boredom, not at all. Thank you. I have taken notes and I can't wait to share everything I have learned from you. I don't know about others. Please, what did you learn from this session? Please hit the chat box, let it get popping. What have you learned? Let's know those that are taking notes. What have you learned? And use this opportunity to thank Mr. Alibaba as well. You have done wonderfully well, sir. We can't thank you enough. Thank you so much. Thank you. So what have we learned? What have we learned? What? Let us know what you've learned. Do better than your competition. That last one hit in the right place. Yeah, do better than, I know that everybody will go home with that one. Do better than your competition. Communication skill, yeah. We're talking about effective communicator here. Yes, the communication skills. You can't talk about maximizing your potential without talking about mastering effective communication. And you know, this is a full package. It is a full package. Okay. That is why we have something on mastering the art of public speaking. Yes, which will be given by one other person. So let me see. I need to unmute. Ms. Ebele, are you here, please? Okay. Sir, I have unmuted you, sir.
All right. Okay. So yes, Mr. Berry, please just give me a few minutes. I'll just Okay. So now, what I need to add is that when you are trying to maximize your potentials, it is not every time that you have to charge. You don't have to charge for everything that you do. Some of the things that you do can be done for free because of the ultimate goal that you have. You can do a lot of things for free. The Super Bowl just ended and Usher performed, and he performed for free. The amount of leverage that Usher had gotten from that Super Bowl performance cannot be overestimated. He has gotten more followers. He has gotten more businesses. He has promoted himself. He has built his brand. That is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. When you maximize your potentials, you don't need to quantify it with cash. Sometimes you can do it for free. Pro bono things can be done. I'll give you an example of how I built myself. I have done some events. Somebody has called me to say, "Oh, Ali, we need you to do this event. We need..." So Just a minute, let me get Mama. Mama. All right, so okay, now this mama that I'm talking to just okay, yeah. So this mama that I'm greeting now, she sells Bolly at CMS. I put her on CNN one time like that when they interviewed me. So I'm just driving past CMS now. So I just stopped to greet her. But I was on the program, so I parked. So as I was doing the distance, she sent me Bolly. So I was greeting her. She was telling me whether she should bring more. But I said, no, she shouldn't worry. Now, let me tell you something. I used to do a lot of free events. And why do I do free events? I'll look at the free event and say, can this make me better? Can this reposition me? Can this give me access to certain people? Can it set me up to make better connection? You know, I mentioned the word then. I said the way to maximize your businesses is networking. How much time do you have to maximize your business can be shortened by just networking. It could be that maybe you spend about like 3 million naira to promote yourself, but just greeting somebody might make you do something that will cut out that 3 million naira. You just tell somebody, oh, I'm a comedian. The person is like, oh, really? That's good. Oh, by the way, are you available for Friday? You said yes. Oh, how much do you charge? Just because you introduce yourself and you networked. Some people go to cocktails. All they care about is just champagne, red wine, the small chops, and then they are out. But trust me, at every point during cocktails, it's a marketing platform. Move around. Find the very interesting conversations. Introduce yourself. Smile at people at cocktails. And somebody will be like, oh, yeah, hi, how are you? My name is, take cards, exchange cards, and call people back and send them text messages to say, it was good to see you the other day at so. Some people may have forgotten the card that you gave them. When you don't say, oh, it was good to see you, I was the one that gave you my card. The person will go and look for the card wherever they put it. If not, they look out for you another time and say, oh, I misplaced that your card. Can I have another one? You never know when people are going through their cards to say, who do we call for this supply of aluminum doors? Who is this person that can give us diesel? And that's your area. So Usher performed for free. But not really. People know him, but you know, there are a young generation that had not met him, and 80% of that generation were watching the Super Bowl. So every platform that you get, enjoy it, use it properly. Have a great evening, everyone. God bless you. Thank you so much for the time.
God bless you too, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. This last one. Oh, I don't know, sir. I don't know if you have a few minutes to take some questions. I don't know, say 5 minutes. I know some persons might have questions. Let me unmute.
Oh, yeah, I can take questions. Yes, I can.
Okay, great. Thank you. So while I relinquish control to Ms. Ebele, you can put your questions in the chat box, please. If you know how to summarize, please, this is the time to leverage that or effect that. Please summarize your questions. And if you see a question that has been asked before, there's no need to ask it again. Thank you. That way we can make everything go smoothly. I relinquish control to Ms. Ebele. Ms. Ebele, the floor is yours. Thank you.
That was a really impactful session. It was short, and should I say you saved the best for last? Because this last point was absolutely fantastic. If you hadn't added this last point, it would have still been great, but adding taking up your time, bless us with those little nuggets of knowledge that you just shared with us. Thank you very much. So I'm just going to take a few questions, maybe just the top 2 questions or so. Do what he has to do for the rest of the evening. So if you can put down your questions really fast, I'll just take 1 or 2 questions so that we can round off today's session. Okay, someone says, how can I work on visibility? On a bit of this question has been answered during the session, but to allow Mr. Alibaba to say what he has to say concerning this question. So as he's answering this question, please, the next question should be ready so that we can take it and he can go. Thank you very much. So, sir, someone says, how can I work on visibility on Instagram to improve my business? Could you answer that?
So the very first thing about first thing is Instagram is open to everybody. Visibility, 1, your page must be public. The second thing is that you must have very clear pictures or videos. The third thing is that they must be original. And if they are not original, you must give credit. The fourth thing is that you must write better captions. Write better captions. Let the captions be as captivating as the videos or pictures that you post. The fifth thing is you must use hashtags. If people are not coming to your page all the time, when you post anything, for visibility, put hashtags. With hashtags, it means that if somebody is in Mumbai and the person clicks on Africa, because you added Africa to your page, to that your caption, your picture will show up in that person's search. If you are doing business of entertainment, every time you post anything, always add entertainment as a caption. It means that any day anybody clicks anything for Lego for entertainment, it will show up. Put your location, put the business that you are into, put what the caption, the picture is about. Is it about care? Is it about love? Is it about generosity? Is it about looking good? Is it about wealth creation? Is it about generosity, philanthropy? Whatever it is, create at the most. I think the most hashtags are 30. Create as much as 20 hashtags. So what you do, just type hashtag, hashtag, just type all of them and begin to painstakingly put one after the other. When you put one, space, look for the other one, put something, space, put women, put men, put business, put country, Nigeria, put US, let people just have, because all those hashtags are what will show up when people are searching for anything. If somebody is thinking of Christmas light, he will type Christmas light, hashtag Christmas light, and every post that has to do with Christmas light will show up. If the person is looking for something in Lagos, that's what the person will do. So for Instagram, but make sure that your pictures are clear, make sure that your videos are very audible, and then use soundtrack. You can also then use music like twerk your body, twerk. Just give the person credit and put the sound so that if somebody is watching a video that you posted, they can enjoy the song. If they are watching anything that you are selling, they will enjoy the song because the song is in vogue. Look for songs that are in vogue or related to what you are posting. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. So I hope that answers your question. Check your body. No. The one that really stood out for me, according to trends. Thank you very much for that answer. Someone else says, we'll take one more question and get done for the day. Someone is asking for introduction to, if you know any community for networking. I think that's what this person recommends, communities for networking that can help them boost their business.
No, I didn't get the question. The person is asking what?
Is asking for, I think, recommendation for communities that can help boost their business.
Okay, so this is it. Okay, so this is it. First of all, one of the things that happens that makes people lose businesses is that you wear something very good. People compliment you. You don't even engage the person that complimented you. The person says, oh, you're looking very good. You say, thank you, and you walk away. You don't say, oh, thank you so much. I like your shoes as well. Where did you get them? Oh, I love the shoes. I would like to get that for my boyfriend. Or, oh, I like that. My sister was looking for something like this for her husband some 2 weeks ago. The shoes are really very nice. Did you buy them in Nigeria? You started a conversation. Communication is the first thing that I mentioned in this thing. Communication. One of the best ways to build networking is communication. Some people go to church. When they finish, they run back to their car, get in their car and drive home. And drive past their customers. Do you relate to the people that come to your church? You don't need to like everybody, but there are few people who would be interested in you or talk with you. Yeah, the person sitting next to you in church, you don't even know if the person has a business that you could do. You don't relate to them because you are sitting there and feeling this one will beg me money, or who is this? Or you don't even relate to the people. Sometimes you sit in, there are some people when they go to church, there's a particular area they sit in. So what I'm trying to say is you don't have a specific place. If there's a cocktail, there's an event, fine. If you go for a concert, the people that are sitting around where you are sitting means that these are people who could afford what you are, what you afforded. So they can sit in the same area as you. They are your core network area. When you go to a birthday party, the people that are at the birthday party, relate with them. You go for a wedding, relate with them. You go for a wedding anniversary, relate with the people. You go to a banking hall to cash a check. You are cashing your check, your face is straight with the cashier. When you finish picking the money, you don't say hi to the next person, hi to the other person, and you just continue walking. Let me tell you something. Who was it that made Joseph become the administrator in Egypt? A butler. Butler. It was a butler that he related with. Some people will have been like, do you know who I am? Do you know where I was working before? What concerns me with a butler? Or, oh, do you know that? Do you know I was brought here innocently? I don't want to interpret dream for anybody. Oh. A woman lost her husband. She still followed her mother-in-law. There are some girls, husband died, those some girls, they just break up with somebody. They will not even come to work. So what I'm trying to say is that relate with people. There is no one that cannot open doors for you. Who was the person that recommended David to go play harp to Saul? It was one of the soldiers that went to him and said, sir, this problem you have, there's a guy, when he plays the harp, your mind will calm down. Let's bring him to come and play for you. That's how David got into the palace, to be in front of King David, King Saul. So what I'm saying is, everywhere is a networking platform. Networking platform. Whether some people carry their cars to mechanic workshops. You are driving an S-Class, you go to a place to go and fix your S-Class. Another person brings an S-Class. The fact that the person can use that work is a networking platform that has brought two of you together. Ask the person's name. How are you? How are you doing? How is your car treating you? Oh, fine. What are the major things that you've built? You've had a conversation. Communication is key in networking. I hope that answers your question. There are no fixed places. You can network anywhere, anytime, even in supermarkets.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. So the answer is communication, communication, communication. Luckily, we have a session on effective communication. So you stay and know how to communicate to build relationships and to improve or increase your network. Thank you very much. I'm out to answer these questions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot say thank you enough. I can say it 100 times, but I'm not quite sure it will be enough. But let me just say it one last time. Thank you so much for taking out the time, for not just to inform us questions that we have. Thank you so much for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that we have learned enough for today's session. I hope everyone here today has learned a thing or two, and it recommends or to execute everything that you communicate more. You need to implement that immediately. Don't wait for tomorrow or next week or next month or next year to start implementing some of these things that we have learned today. Make sure you send to lead you to the goal. Very much for tuning in for today's session. Thank you. Our next session is on the 17th, which is on Saturday. So I hope you come ready for Saturday's session. Okay, so I don't know if Ms. Catherine has anything to add before we sign off for today.
Yes. Thank you, Ms. Barrett. Just a few minutes. Thank you so much, sir. I want us to know that Mr. Alibaba has turned on his mic, his video, and we can see the sacrifice he went through just to be with us today. We can see he is driving, so he had to pull over just to have this session. Please, can we do well in the comments to thank him? This is selflessness at its peak. I don't know what else to call it. Thank you so much, sir. Your busy schedule did not stop you. Your busy schedule did not stop you. I know how today, Miss Quincy told me how busy today was for you, but I was just praying, Father Lord, let him find time. And here we are today. Thank you so much, sir. And God will honor you and will continue to honor you. Thank you. So, Ms. Ebele, over to you. We're done, right? We're done. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, we're done. Thank you to everyone for tuning in. Please make sure you share to your friends. Let them know what's happening. I'm sure you know one or two people who can benefit from this. So make sure to share the link to them so that others can also benefit as well. So, and the time will be communicated to everyone. Thank you for tuning in today. Let's do it again come Saturday. A warm evening to you all as you go back to your place or Miss Alibaba especially, he's driving as he goes back home. Everyone, wherever you are, have a lovely evening. I'll see you all on Saturday. Bye for now.